Hello, and welcome to my Pick 3 at a Glance family. How's everybody doing today? This is Mo Money Terry from St. Louis, Missouri, with my all-state strategy Pick 3 at a Glance for October the 28th, 2022. Evening draw. I specialize in evening draw. Alrighty, family. I know you probably know already. I didn't post it earlier. Yep, we hit them again. We hit them again with those triple threes that came out yesterday evening. Let me see if I can post it where you can see it. Focus phone. Focus. I hope you can see that. Triple threes. I don't know why it's getting dark on me. But yeah, triple threes came in. All right. Yesterday evening draw. It was on the whiteboard. So keep eye on that whiteboard. I'm telling you. We use 22 numbers. We do the 1-1 rundown on those 22 numbers. And with those 22 numbers and the 1-1 rundown, we have all 1,000 numbers and their possible combinations, and we can look at them all at a glance. That's why I say we don't need the tic-tac-toes, the date sums, the grids, the flips, and the multiple different rundowns that they have to try to hit the number for the next day. Alrighty, because we got all 1,000 numbers that we can track continuously and know where they are and keep our eyes on them. And everything is included on the 22 numbers and the 1-1 rundown, which gives you 22 columns. It makes it simple. I like to use the KISS effect. I call it keep it super simple. And that's how we track down the numbers. And that's how we start a bucket list and know what numbers to play when we do hit. We don't have to guess numbers. So the system here is set up not for us to win, but for us to lose. And trying to hit these numbers every day, or a system to hit them every day, is in my book is not happening, because you're only going to get a third of any of the numbers in a whole year. So you have to track the numbers so you can strategize on what numbers are the best to hit. And I'm tracking numbers on evening, and I'm calling the numbers on evening. I'm not saying play them midday and evening. I'm telling you to play them evening because the system works. Okay? So, family, if you've been following me, thanks everyone, my new subscribers and viewers. If you're a first-time viewer and you like what you see, please subscribe, comment, and share this page for other people that needs a simpler way to play Pick 3 in an easier way. All right. Now, like I said, what we have is triple threes. This is a tutorial. So what we have here is the triple threes. And what we want to do is use the 1-1 rundown on the triple threes to see where they are on the 22 column of numbers that we have here to track them. Okay. Again, October 28, 2022. And the number came in October 27, 2022. Triple threes. Last time they came, that's why it's imperative that we track the numbers so we know what's going on. And I had them on the whiteboard February 19, 2018. It's the last time these came out. That's what I mean. You need to know how to track, because these numbers take 3 years to rotate out. Like I say, you got 1,000 numbers, and the most you can play almost is 30% of them any year. All right. So so what we're going to do is do the 1-1 rundown on the triple threes. And when the 1-1 rundown is powerful and effective and simple, but it's the most powerful rundown in Pick 3 that you can have. All right. So what we're doing, add 1 to 3, you get 4. And you just count all the way down. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. When you get to the 9, you're going to add 1 to the 9. You don't use the 1 in the 10 place. You just use the 0. So you're going to go 0. Then you go 1 to 0 is 1, 2, 3. Simple. All right. Same thing here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, 1, 2, 3. 3, 0, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, 1, 2, 3. Same numbers at the top. At the bottom, you're getting at the top, you get at the bottom. All right? Very simple, but very powerful. This is how Pick 3 at a Glance was created, by this straight down 1-1 rundown. Okay, so what we're going to find is that with that 1-1 rundown, we want to look for where the triple threes is and on what column. So triple threes here, we're going to have the 12 numbers and the 10 numbers that makes up the 22 columns. Triple three is a straight and it can only come this way. It don't have no multiple different ways. And that's why I say it's difficult to hit these triples. But you can track them. I do track them, but I really don't play them a lot unless it's something that really sticks out to me. The reason these threes struck out to me because 3-3 pairs hadn't failed for 2 months. And 8-8 pair, and they would mirror each other. That's why I was looking at playing the threes, and that's why I put them on the whiteboard for playing. Okay, but they only come out 3 times a year on average, triples. Okay, so they got the least chance of all the pick threes to win rather. All right, so and here's the 12 numbers. These here are straights. They can come 6 different ways. And these are the numbers I use. These are the base numbers. Everything's in numerical order. Just like these triples, when I did the 1-1 rundown on them, everything went straight down in a straight line in the numerical order. These numbers here are in numerical order. Everything here is in numerical order to keep everything organized and simple. 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 3, 0, 1, 4, 0, 1, 5, 0, 1, 6, 0, 1, 7, 0, 1, 8, 0, 2, 4, 0, 2, 5, 0, 2, 6, 0, 2, 7, 0, 3, 7. That's the 12 numbers. All right, it makes up the columns. Then you got the 10. 001, 002, 003, 004, 005, triple zeros, 011, 022, 033, 044. All these are the base numbers. Everything in numerical order. So we know now that we want to see what base number is in this column to find the triple threes. And you see that the base number here is 6 and it's triple zeros. And you go to the triple zeros right here, mark out the triple zeros in your base column. And you go with column 6. Okay. This is a little tricky doing these triples. This is the first time I think I ever did triples. Fine. But you're going to go to, but it's simple because here's column 6. Here's your triple zeros. And go down. And here's your threes. Bam. You know at a glance when that column hit and what numbers come off of any of these columns. Okay. So how do we get the 1,000 numbers that we can look at a glance on this 22 number column that you can write on a sheet of paper and do the 1-1 rundown on the 22 numbers and you're good to go. All right. So that's how I started on a sheet of paper. I made these numbers out, did the 1-1 rundown on them, analyzed them, and realized that all 1,000 numbers were covered, and I was good. So you got 12 columns here. With each one of these columns, you got 10 numbers, and each one of these numbers can come 6 different ways on a straight. So you got 10 times 6 is 60. Each one of these columns represents 60 of the 1,000 numbers. Okay, so 12 times 60 gives you 720. Yeah, 720 of the numbers of the 1,000 you can look at a glance and know anytime where those 1,000 numbers are. You never have to guess another number unless you just want to. Here, same way with the doubles. They can come 3 different ways. All right, and you got 10 numbers. And they come 3 different ways. 10 times 3 is 30. And it's 9 of them because triples can only come one way like we just showed. So they're different. That's going to be 10 of them. So 9 times 30 gives you 270 numbers, all at a glance. So you got your 720, your 270 equals 990. Plus your 10 gives you your 1,000 numbers. 1 in 1,000 odds. Okay? Or your chance of winning straight. All right. So what we're looking at with this 1 in 1,000 odds, we can glance and know what column, when the number fell, how it fell, all at a glance. And this sheet here is a monthly sheet that we have. All right. Next month, I'll do a November and a December. But this sheet here, I use also to do an annual sheet. So at a glance, as the years progress, as the year progressed from January to now, I can look at a glance and see how the numbers are falling and on what columns are hitting. It's very powerful. Okay. Now, with that, you got your yearly sheet and you got your monthly sheet. Say, for instance, I'm checking for a month and I have this column here in column 1, and I realize 1 month, this column, I don't mark no number. 2nd month, I don't mark no number. 3rd month, I don't mark any number. Then yeah, it could take 3 months for one of them columns to fall. And it would take, that's 60 numbers you're looking at a glance. That ain't nothing fell off in 3 months. Okay? But when you accumulate your bucket list, you immediately know where to start looking to play your numbers from. You don't have to do no guessing. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to play mama birthday, babe for numbers. You don't have to do a genie or none of that. Play the dream no numbers. I've done all of this, what I'm telling you about, until I came up with this system and realized when I hit, I always had a place to go pull my numbers from at a glance, because I've been tracking them. And by working by law average, I know what numbers to pull. All right? And this is not no next day hit, no everyday hit. That's why I say play them till they come make their money out. Because if you're tracking the actual numbers, and once you start seeing how these numbers are falling, you're going to know trying to hit them numbers the next day ain't the way to go. Because they ain't going to work like that. Once you start tracking, you'll see. And when you see a pattern with these real numbers, you got real pattern. You can't make no pattern out of nothing. You have to use the real numbers. And all 1,000 are right here. Okay? Now, so, and I on here ain't failed in 3 months. I know where to go get my numbers. Now, in the Pick 3 world, you're going to hear about opposite numbers and mirror numbers. Okay? And what that is, in this number line here, you got 0 opposite 5, 5 opposite 0. 1 opposite 6, 6 opposite 1. 2 opposite 7, 7 opposite 2. 3 opposite 8, 8 opposite 3. 4 opposite 9, 9 opposite 4. Okay? So if you're playing 0, 1, 2, and the lawyer plays 5, 6, 7, they just played the bottom half of those 1,000 numbers. You played 0, 1, 2, and 5, 6, 7 came in. If you're playing 7, 8, 9, and 2, 3, 4 come in, they just played the top numbers of the number, the 234 that came in. Just played the top. That's all it is. These numbers are just the opposite of each other, of one of the Pick 3 numbers that come in. Now, like I said, if you're playing this here, and you realize out of 3 months, ain't no numbers fell off here, and for the whole year with your tracking, you realize that 0, 1, 2 ain't fail, and it's opposite 5, 6, 7 ain't fail, you definitely going to play them two at a glance. You're going to automatically know it, because all these numbers in each one of these columns are opposite and mirrors of each other. If 0, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7, and 6, 7, 8 don't come in, you playing all 4 of those. But me, I'll pick them up about 50-cent box, or I'll play. Depends on when I hit, and I'm looking for a number, something like that. With that situation at the end of the columns, I play the whole column straight box. If it's a 90-day column, I know I ain't hit 90 days. When I hit, I automatically know I'm gonna play that straight box. 9 out of 10, I'm playing that straight box, because when the do come, one of the numbers gonna fall off and more than likely straight, just like it is now. Your numbers gonna different. All numbers are different in all states. Midday numbers run different from midday. Evening numbers run different from evening. Just remember, because if a number fall midday, don't mean it's going to fall evening. That's why you can't really track no number and say a number going to do whatever it is, tic-tac, whatever, and say that number and figure out what's going to fall from midday and figure out a number that's going to hit evening. Because all of them rotate different. I don't care what the lottery system use. They can't stop these numbers from rotating. And whatever system they use, these numbers have to rotate. I mean, they went to the electronic thing. Only way they can do is they can cheat probably on that somehow. I ain't figured out yet. I got an idea. If I do see what's happened, I'll know they cheated. But like I'm just saying, right now I don't see anything happening that they're cheating. Because these numbers got to rotate. I don't care what system they use. These numbers got to rotate by law of average. They got to. Just like this 1,000, money 1,000 ain't going to never change. These numbers having to rotate ain't going to never change. And you can track all these 1,000 numbers. Pick 4 is 10,000 numbers. You can't track no 10,000 numbers. Not no one individual. Not unless they put together a massive, a decent computer system with with the man. It would take a lot of people to put something like that together. And I guarantee you, they will charge you. Ain't gonna be no doubt. And they probably won't come out no better doing them 10,000 numbers than what you doing this pick 3 right now, right here, on a simple sheet of paper and tracking for yourself. Guaranteed. All right. So each one of these numbers, each one of these columns, like I say, the KISS effect, keep it simple. They mirror each other. This 013, the mirror it is 5, 6, 8 at a glance. That's powerful when you're paying pick 3. You've heard people say they played 013 and the 5, 6, 8 came in. Oh, I should have mirrored that number. But mostly they'll say, well, you should have mirrored one of the numbers. No, you don't have to mirror one of the numbers because you're looking at the whole number to mirror. And you're always looking for numbers that haven't failed and they mirrors on your columns. So when you play, you won't make the mistake of not playing the mirrored number if it ain't failed with it. This is the value of having all one numbers in numerical order that you can look at a glance. Okay? Now, I'm going to do this reality check for you. I want you to get this in your head. People want to know how many times you hit a month, how many times you do that, and you do this, and how many often you hit. It's not a get rich thing. But you can make decent money if you play wisely and not, play responsibly and not be throwing your money away off of numbers you don't know nothing about. And unless you didn't track for yourself, you don't know nothing about nobody number. What nobody tell you. I'm just keeping it real. I've been doing this 30 years. I don't know when I ever got a quick pick so long ago or whatever. If it do, I get one fun just to play around. But I don't do quick picks. I don't play pick 4 at all. This new cash pop thing, I don't mess with it. We got a new cash pop thing. When they go to that, what's that, pick 5, they got to been lost their mind. Think somebody want to play them to hit that. If you think pick 4 got 10,000, that pick 5 got to got to have 100,000 to try to hit? Come on. I heard somebody say, well, I'm going to give up pick 3. Don't give up pick 3 to get the other ones up. Stay with pick 3. You can count them. You can track them. Okay. I ain't going to hold y'all long, but I get long-winded now. But let's do this reality check. You got 1,000 numbers we tracking. Okay? You got 1,000 numbers they got. If they played a different number 365 days out of the year, which is almost a third of the numbers, you still got 635 of those numbers, which is pretty much 2/3 of the numbers left that you ain't going to even touch. And you're going to hit numbers consistently day after day, or 20 times in a row, or 15 times in a month. No, we got to get real. Track the numbers down. You'll start seeing a pattern with the actual 1,000 numbers. That's how I hit. I track down. I know my number's coming. I just got to. Only reason I missed my number, because I got off of it. Because it's coming. That's all, and it comes. For sure, yours going to come too when you track them. Okay. Again, 1,000 numbers. 365 days out of the year, different number. You still got 635 of them numbers that you ain't gonna touch. Here again, this column here. If you took all 10 of these numbers and played them just like they were every day, 365 days out of that year, the most you're going to hit on the average of one of these columns is 3 of them straight. 365 days. People gonna tell me they're going to figure out a way to hit these numbers. What number coming the next day? It ain't happening. You got to track them numbers. You'll know if you tracking with my system, you'll know, and you track the front pair, back pair, and you track front pair, you know if a front pair ain't fell on the front. If 5, 6 ain't fell on the front. You'll know if a 6, 7 ain't fell on the back. So quite naturally, you'll be playing 5, 6, 7 with my system. If it ain't played all year. Why wouldn't you play? And especially if it ain't came in none of the 6-way combinations. If you don't play 5, 6, 7, then you just missed it. That's how I match them up. That's how you strategize. We can dissect the pick threes. It ain't one thing we can't do with the pick threes and figure out what's coming, but not no next day. I ain't gonna tell that lie to you. In some cases, it depends on how your numbers fall, but not no, like I'm gonna hit day after day after day after day and figure out a number day after day after day. That's for somebody else to tell you, not me. I ain't telling it. I ain't telling. All right. I'm gonna go to strategy number 2 for you. If you first time on my channel, would you please like, share, comment, and subscribe? While I set my boards up here for everybody. Make sure I got them set up right. I've been rearranging the boards and getting a little unorganized, and it's throwing me off a little bit, but I think I got it together now. Because I'm trying to, I'm always thinking how to make all us better players. I'm always trying to think what is it I can show them today that they can get it and win. And I know every day that ain't coming from Terry, momentarily. But you'll do all right, I'm telling you. Checking these numbers. All right. Here's the pairs. Okay. Now, but it's a single pair. And what do we do with the single pair? Like triple threes came out today. All I'm going to do is mark the 33 off because it's a single number, just one number. If 1, 2, 3 come out, like this 1, 2, 3, I do the 12, the 13, and the 23. That covers, it's 3 different numbers, 3 pairs. If a double come out, like 1, 1, 2, I'm going to do the 11, and I'm going to do the 12. All right? So at the end of this is a monthly. At the end of the month, what pairs I don't check off, I know what pairs to play. Okay? At the end of the month. One thing I really look for, and you can do the same with this. As you start I won't get too far advanced on you. And if you're new, I don't want to really, really confuse somebody that's new. But just remember, any pairs left, rotate them over to the next month because it works by the law of average. Them pairs have to come out. I'll just tell you right now in the 38, if you looked at my previous video, 38 ain't fell over 100 some days. I think 115, something like that. I'm running in 38 pairs. That's my number. I play it till they come, make them million. When that 38 hit, I know exactly where to go else to play my number, get my numbers. And there ain't that many left for this year to choose from. And they're coming in. So to me, them some pretty good numbers. All right. It's going to be some that we're going to probably run over into the next year. But I'm going to put that whiteboard up every day so we can see how many will be left to roll over into the next year so you can get an idea of why I'm saying you can't just figure out no way what numbers come the next day unless you track it. Or even what numbers to play unless you track it. Okay. 3 here. 0 to 9. I made 3 columns. I'm going to find the code number, working by law of average. And when I find it, I want to know what position to put it in, okay? So like triple threes came out, I'll mark off a 3 here on front, 3 in the middle, 3 on the end. And on the end of the month, whatever number come out, if it's like 2, 4, 5, 2, 4, 5, I'll mark. Or 6, 6, 4. You just mark it off. And whatever number is left, you know where to play it. For instance, you're playing 1, 2, 3, that's your daily carry, a pet number. If you play daily, and I'm sure you've heard people say, I got my pet numbers, that's numbers they play all the time. I would guess if they're playing daily. I'm a daily player. I'm in the trenches every day with this. So say you got the 1, 2, 3, and they marked off and you realize the 2 ain't failed. Then when you play your 1, 2, 3, you want to make sure you play it as 2, 3, 1 and 2, 1, 3 along with the 1, 2, 3 to put that 2 on that front in that following month. All that month especially. The next month. Because by law average, that 2 gonna hit on the front. As long as I've seen the 2 maybe go 2 months, one number go 2 months before it not dropping out. Okay? But depends on the rotation. But if you tracking them, it ain't no problem. You'll see what's going on. Here, front pair, back pairs, triple threes. So, right here, 3, 3, 3, 3 front. These numbers front and back. 3, 3 front, 3, 3 back. All right. Now, this is what I look for on my triples when I play them. You'll get different strategies, but this is some of my strategies that you will need to look for. Say that 3, 3 front hadn't failed by the end of December, and that 3, 3 back hadn't failed by the end of December or close to December, triple threes would be in my numbers to play, without a doubt. Because by law average, them 2 gonna made up. 3, 3, I'd have been playing 3, 3, 0, 3, 3, 1, 3, 3, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 4, 3, 3, all the way down. Along with that, and probably loading up a little bit on triple threes. That's how you do it. You can see it. You can do that kind of stuff if you track it. All right. Now here, I put this sheet together. Right, this here is the doubles. I paired them and where they would be the mirror of each other also. So, because I wanted at a glance be able to see where my pairs always were at and where they mirrors or opposites were always at. So like this 2, 2, 3, it's 2, 2, 3, and this 3, 3, 2 is a pair, and this 7, 7, 8, and this 8, 8, 7 is a pair. All right, and they are opposite of each other, cause a 7 can be a 2 can be a 7, a 3 can be an 8, 8 can be a 3. So at any time, if at the end of the month, this is a yearly, end of the year, and I see that these 2 ain't failed, I'll carry them over. Look to put them in my bucket list. Or the 7, 7, 8, 8, 7 ain't failed, I put them in my bucket list. Or if the opposite, the 2, 2, 3, and the 7, 7, 8 ain't failed, I put them in my bucket list by law average. And then if I find out the whole column ain't failed, I'm turning that whole column over to the next year. And normally you get about 3 or 4 columns throughout your year that probably won't be any fail. Okay, whole columns where nothing came off either 4 of these numbers. I'm carrying them 4 columns over because the next year something coming off them 4. I ain't gonna be trying to fight with all the other doubles that much. And that's by me tracking front pairs and stuff like that. Like I say, it'll stick out to you. I see something that sticks out. Just like I seen the 3s and the 8s stuck out for triples. To me, that's why I post them on the whiteboard. Okay? And you'll get better at it. Now I'm gonna take you through something. I just had something come to me last night. And here's where we at on the calendar. We got 5. let's say we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. I'm going to say it's 6 because this 415 came back twice and it was on the whiteboard. So any number come back twice, I'm still going to count it as a hit on the whiteboard as long as I got it up there. If it comes back twice in a month, I'm counting it as a double hit. Okay, because all those numbers going to stay the same till the end of the year. Now, I'm going to show you how fast it is for me to check these numbers each day and know where they stand. I come over here, bam, I knock off this column on my paper. Come here, bam, I knock off the pair. See what pairs feel, bam. I do the front pair, back pair, bam. I match up a double if it's a double, bam. I'm done. That's how much time it's gonna take you your day to track the numbers with these sheets and know where every one of those 1,000 numbers are without a beat and not miss a beat. And that's your day. I'm gonna do it one more time. I like to try to get things into people. Bam, my one sheet, bam. I done found where the number fell from, bam. Here, bam, bam. I found out the pair that's not played. Here, bam, I got the front pair and the back pair bumped out, bam. And then if it's a double, bam. That's my day. And then if I want to study them a little bit more later on, but as you see the numbers, you'll know what's going on. And you're marking them off too. All right, family. That's it. Play them till they come. Make that money, y'all. Congratulations again to everybody. Hit them pick threes. I know my brother was playing them. I don't know if he got them. I ain't heard from him. But I'm sure he got them. He follows me. So he likes the triples. All right. Play them till they come. Make that money, y'all. Peace and love. God bless.